And we back, folks. Today, today we're going to be exploring the subject: are platonic friends a good thing? Are platonic friends a fair thing? Is it a decent thing? Um, and I'm just gonna have to say what I believe. The answer to that is no. The platonic friendship field will never be fair, at least in the long run. And I'll explain why it will never be fair. It will never be just totally outright a good thing. And at times, it could be even downright indecent. You hear me? Like, platonic friends can bring out the worst out of some people. You heard? So you gotta be careful with that. So, brothers, we are in some very confusing times where matriarchy is at an all-time high, and I don't got an issue with girls glowing up and living their best lives and all that shit, as long as you still keep the femininity with it, which clearly they're struggling to do. These days, I do believe, just from personal experience, that women don't truly understand what it is to be a woman. They're in constant competition with the man. Therefore, it has brought out a very confusing spirit from the woman. And I know it sounds like I'm bashing the woman, but I'm just speaking from the heart, and I'm keeping it funky. I'm keeping it a buck right now. I'm not bashing them. If anything, I would bash the men, which I'm gonna get to the video on that on another installment. A lot of down low men out here that are causing confusion. And as you can see in the backdrop, I got a video from Fresh and Fit. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if they're down low, because that's how serious the down low issue is here in North America. I call North America Sodom 2.0, because it is very bad when it comes to the sexual immorality. But that's kind of besides the point. But what I'm trying to say is, just from a lot of men suffering from homosexuality, or down low syndrome is what I call it. It's brought even more confusion amongst our women. And that's why the women have been, if you notice, haven't the men been kind of feminine lately and the women been kind of masculine? What we doing in the upside down and in Stranger Things? Like, what's going on here, folks? The women have become more masculine and the men have become more feminine. All these dreadheads running around. In the Bible, it talks about, you should be a little bit ashamed from having long hair if you're a man. We're going to get to that in another episode, you heard? But what I'm trying to say is, the spirits is like they have been swapped. It's been swapped out here. Shit's looking crazy still. Like these men out here really walking around looking like lesbos. And these women walking around looking like fucking construction workers. Like, it's getting nasty out here, folks. It's getting wild. And I go on that rant, that little ramble. You heard? I go on that quick little ramble to say that is what's bringing this dysfunction with women thinking they need male friends. Women thinking that if you're a man, and you can't be friends with a female, you're like, your emotions are fucked up. You don't understand humans. You don't you're a piece of shit. Like, all this crazy shit, just because a man, of a scenario of a man not really wanting to be friends with a female, because that man respects himself. He respects his time. He respects his energy. And I'm not gonna act like I've never been there, done that. I've done that, and I realize, yo, this is a waste of time. Women that tend to like to be into platonic friendships, it's because they, I hate to say it, women, I'm not dogpiling on you. I'm with you, sister power, all that good stuff. But I gotta keep it a buck out here. Women that like to be in platonic relationships tend to like validation. They like the energy of a man. They like that warm feeling that a man, that warm comforting feeling that a man brings. Where it may not be standoffish with another female, because females, I know they could be competitive with each other. So they like the energy that a man brings, and they don't want to pardon me, just getting a random call. These are flipping random people from China or whatever. But they like to they like the validation. They want that they want that energy. They want that energy still, like, but they don't really want to go into that sexual comfort zone. And it's there's some dysfunction there. They're now all going after like pretty much the same type of dude. Have you guys heard of this thing called the Chad guy or whatever? I don't consider myself a Chad. I'm actually a nerdy ass nigga, but I just grew up on the block still. So I seen a lot. And I was pulling bitches like crazy back in my younger days. And now I just don't really be giving a fuck. I'm just so focused on other stuff, leveling up as a human being, getting closer to the creator, stuff like that is that I don't really waste my time with these. With if you're a degenerate, you stay over there. But where was I? Pardon me, guys. A little brain fog, brain fart. It's cloudy outside with a chance of meatballs right now. Um, basically, what I was saying is that it's there's a lot of dysfunction through the platonic relationship. They're choosing right now. The women are choosing the Chads, quote unquote. Once again, this is what the streets are calling it. I didn't come up with this quote. Chads, keep doing you. I'm not mad at you guys. Keep doing you. But they're going after the Chads, the Bretts, all that, all them type of dudes. 6 foot dude or whatever. The chiseled guy. What, like, once again, I'm not mad at none of this shit. I'm just pointing out what the streets is talking about. They're going after those guys. But then they will try to friend up someone that they think is cool, funny, eccentric, stuff like that. The dude that they probably would have been chasing 10, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, before Instagram really got popping. Because I do believe Instagram is at the root of a lot of this confusion with women pretty much going after the same type of guy. I'm not saying back in the day just any type of nigga was pulling a bitch, but it was a little bit easier. Just like how everything gone up, rents, groceries, all that. These bitches' senses, pussy, all that, like whatever you want to call it, it gone up. So there's a smaller percentage. They're pulling from a smaller pool of men now, and even women. There's probably a much smaller pool of women that are out here. Cause me, I always liked myself. I'm not gonna put out too crazy, but the type of girl I was into. But I was always into a girl that was kind of like me, nerdy. Got jokes for days. Also, she got to be a bad bitch, like in terms of looks and all that. But nerdy, got jokes for days, and would watch stuff that I may not expect her to watch. Like, I don't know, like flipping Atypical from Netflix. Shout out Atypical if anyone knows that joint. I was literally pulling girls like that. The girls that just they would be on the hood shit, but they would have a nerdy side. Now it's like all these bitches is hood chicks. All them pulling up with the strap. they all getting they booty hole, eating they booty holes of brown, whatever the songs are called nowadays. Well, let's get into this, man. Pardon the quick introduction, but brothers, Please understand. If you're going into a platonic relationship, you are pretty much walking into a field filled with landmines. You don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know if there's other men preying from the side. Man's out here still like man's. That's how man's be moving. So don't worth it. It's not worth it, brothers. Unless you already got a chick. You are the little side note. The caveat is if you already got bad mad bitches around you, and for whatever reason you're just like I want another cute bitch around me. Do you? But if you're someone that you're doing your thing. You've been on your dolly for a minute, and you notice a chick is hey you should come meet up with us and da 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 da. Yo, you gotta get this. You gotta smoothly get the fuck out of there because she's trying to pull you into that orbit, the useless orbit where just nothing pops off. You're always meeting up for karaoke night or hookah night, whatever the fuck they be doing. Don't do it. I've had to dodge so many bullets from coworkers thinking we could just be friends. Bitch, the fuck up. You gonna suck my dick? No. Then get the fuck out of here. We ain't linking up for nothing after work. That's not my swag. Why would you think I like? That's when I realized I really gotta start moving as modest as possible. But let's get to it. Why men should never be a woman's best friend. Fresh and Fit gonna break it down. Let's see what they gotta say. Technical difficulties. This shit is spinning.
And if you want to, you can say for royalty if you want to bring it up.
Opinions on guy best friends.
Who wrote that?
Well,
Okay.
yeah. All right, so opinion on guy best friends. Let's ask them first, and then see what they think, and
Okay.
then we'll give ours. All right, so what is your take on? We'll start here. Or actually, no, start here. What is your take on guy best friends? Possible or not possible?
I think it's possible if you guys have been like friends from like childhood. As adults, I don't really think that most men and women could be platonic friends without any type of attraction or like.
So there's got to be a childhood.
Yeah,
Attached to it.
I think it has to be like childhood, like something from a while back. I don't.
But
think
otherwise,
as
you don't think
adults-
it's possible.
best friends? No.
Okay. What about you?
That was my question.
Oh.
Most of my friends back home are men. I think it's possible to a degree. I do think that sometimes there are feelings underneath.
You don't think you said to a degree? So do you think all your guy best friends just want to be friends with you and not have sex?
I think
Come on.
the majority of them,
Them titties, man.
I think the majority of them are genuinely my friends. We've been friends for a long time. Like, I have a friend group. We're all in the same friend group.
So you're confident
No,
then,
not
right?
like that. Huh?
You're confident, though, right? That they're just your friends. You're confident?
Two of them.
We should do a test.
I'm sorry, I had to pause right there. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. You see how like unsure she seemed, and first of all, that that looks like a girl that I would even take down, like just for the hell of it. She's not even my cup of tea, but she don't look too bad, so I would even take that down. You heard? Like if it was at a party and she was saucy, I'm not even someone. I like my chocolate. I like my chocolate girls, but if I had to take down a snow bunny, whatever. Let's go, mama. You good? You got your stuff? Let's go. So like her friends. What I'm trying to say is her friends ain't there for her jokes and playing fucking NBA 2K and Street Fighter and they don't give a fuck about that. They looking for the time. They looking for the chance they get to clapping them cheeks. You heard? That's what man's is looking for out here. Still, like she, and you see how the way she's talking, almost like an airhead. She's talking like she's one of them tomboys, and it's fucked up. I used to fucking fuck with tomboys heavy back in the day. But nowadays, the tomboys are actually some of the craziest bitches that I would say have some of the biggest. They have black flags, not red flags, black, because it's been burnt so much from the redness that is black now. If you see a tomboy and she's interested in you as a friend, she says we should be friends first. That run the other way, run the other way. Tomboys they're the type that'll be like, I'll kick your ass. Like there's this girl from Street Fighter 5 named Armika. She's like, I'll kick your ass. That's her first line. She's a tomboy and she's a lesbo. Tomboys now have upgraded to lesbo. Like they no tomboys no longer are the girls that watch anime and what watch a little sports. They know a little bit about sports. They may know about wrestling. They may not know about like battle rap and shit. Like now that's damn near regular for like girls and like a lot of girls. And if you claim to be a tomboy to make it even worse, you're probably you think you're a lesbo, which it's crazy because a lot of females. I was reading a comment somewhere on YouTube where someone said something about a lot of females aren't actually lesbian. It's just that they have emotional connections. They connect emotionally, so they're kind of just doing the lesbian thing because girls understand them, but they're probably not getting an orgasm because it's not they're not optimizing their emotional connection. I'm not saying all lesbians, but a good chunk of them. That's probably why their relationships are volatile. And the crazy part is a lot of these down low niggas out here, they actually are getting off with dudes, but they're not saying nothing. They're not actually gonna come out and say that they're gay. So it's everything is literally backwards. The ones that are actually gay are not saying nothing, and the ones that are trying this, let me try this gay shit out. They're saying, oh, I'm gay, but they're not actually gay. If you know, you know, they're not actually gay. They're just their minds are so fucked up that their spirit is because it's a demonic spirit. Once you start getting into that lust category, it's a demonic spirit. And their spirit is saying, let's try out women. Let's try out that kitty cat. And they're probably even more miserable. They're losing weight. They look malnutrition. Their body odor's off. Because they don't have that connection, that covering from a man of the Most High, someone that is doing his best to walk with the Holy Spirit. They will feel more fulfilled, and then they will get off in the bed. A lot of these lesbos probably aren't getting off in the bed because it's the whole relationship is volatile when a lot of these dudes is getting off with each other. Jerome is getting off with Sharon and Chad is getting off with Jamal. Like they actually are getting off. There's a saying in the manosphere. We release all sayings here, you heard? Because I'm just trying to get people closer to the spiritual, to the Holy Spirit, the Most High, the Father. So we release all these toxic sayings because that's what we do. Pandemic Luke Finch here. Pandemic Luke Finch, you heard? There's a saying in the manosphere, women are for procreation and men are for pleasure. So do with that saying what you will. Let's continue.
We should play a game real quick. Let's call them on the phone and see if they're really your friends.
No.
Let's
Be like,
test
you
them.
wanna-
Yeah, we should.
I have one that will answer, and but you might act a fool though.
Let's do it.
Because
Let's do it.
Bring
All
your
right,
phone real
I
quick,
see.
guys. Let's play a game.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and have her.
Right now, can you come by?
Yeah, so just go get with them and they'll get you in the back and they'll get you set up.
What to
and tell
say?
you what to say and everything.
Out of a period.
So we will go ahead and
Live
put
performance.
this as a test
Yeah.
about
See if it's really
guy
your
best friends. Okay, what about you, Miss Mandem? Opinion on guy best friends?
The mind them.
I just don't think there can possibly be
Not
a
possible.
friendship like that between a male and a female.
Ding,
I
ding,
feel like
ding.
what it is eventually over time feelings grow because it depends. Well, I don't know what to say. Honestly, I just feel like my point is just it just can't work. Like it can't be possible because
Ding, ding, ding.
to fall in love with one another and desire to make love to one another. So it's just it doesn't make sense to me for them to just stay friends. There has to be a connection between the both of them.
Do you have guy friends now?
No, because I'm married.
Oh,
Ding, ding, ding. You won $1 million. Dollars.
Because do like gays count as guy friends?
That's a cheat code, man. That's different because
let's okay. Okay, I see what she did there. She was thinking about their German engineering, right? Let's assume they're heterosexual.
But they
Straight.
have dick.
Yeah, but let's assume they're not gay.
they don't like girl. Understand?
Yeah, let's
but-
assume they're not gay.
Okay.
You think they could be friends?
I think yes. I have friends. I have like 1 or 2 friends, which I have like since 15 years. When I grew up, I learned them. But I think also if I would put like a lot of energy in our kind of relationship or our kind of friendship, it would grow more. From my side, no, but from their side, that's like the point when
So you don't think if you call them right now, they wouldn't want to hook up with you?
no,
Let's be honest. You're
no,
out to the club,
that is.
just you and him. You're both drunk.
That is
You want-
naked next to him. Never.
Can I ask?
I swear on God, I would not
Maybe
do
he's
it.
in
I
that
would not do
No,
it.
but he would want to do
He
it. That's
wanna
the point.
do it.
We're saying
Yeah.
he would want to do it. Yeah. So I know you wouldn't. That's. Guys in the friend zone.
Like when I was younger, I slept right next to my friends. With
Okay,
moms,
guys,
who were all
the
at most
girl
party
with
or
fake
whatever.
lips is
Nothing.
lying.
You don't even, like,
Fellas, never trust someone with fake
They
lips.
don't want to do it though.
Just like you don't trust men that have no facial hair.
Yeah, but still
Uh,
not. So
I could go on for days with the type of men you don't trust, but never trust women with fake lips.
Right away, but second date
never,
first.
never.
All right, you know what? We're gonna have her call him too.
Your lips aren't even the truth. So why would anything that come out of them be true?
But
What?
6 hours ahead.
Either your friend is a flaming homosexual, and I mean flaming,
Yeah. We want
on WhatsApp.
or
Okay, all right.
On WhatsApp.
Yeah,
He's-
just go with that real quick.
he's
They'll
gay.
set you up.
So listen,
So we're gonna have
That's
two girls
all-
call that think that is possible.
he's either he's flaming or he's down low. No heterosexual sleeping in the bed with a chick, and he's not, clapping them cheeks.
Can sleep with a female, he's gonna take the opportunity. Especially if the girl's beautiful and she has an amazing personality and you've known her for a while.
There you go.
You're like, shit, why not? I know this person, you know?
So you don't think it's possible?
I think it's hard. You could have, I don't think best friends. You could be acquaintances, hi and bye, but that everyday talking where you share
Still
your
not
stuff,
possible.
it's very unlikely, I think.
All right, that's fair. What about you?
Yeah, I agree with you because I feel like for me, because most of my friends are girls, because it's just the things that you do. Like, a guy's gonna go shopping with you. How are you gonna go thrifting together? Do your nails, you know?
Go what?
If he does that, he likes you. If he does that, he straight up likes you. Because no guy's gonna do those things with the female. Not like
Stores.
that.
Oh,
So
going to
when they go to like
shops?
If a guy goes to get his nails done, he's gay.
Sorry, for example, cheaper price clothes are really nice to sell for like resale or just for get really good deals.
Okay.
What's it called? Like Goodwill.
You know, now I think about it, there's girls that like resell vintage clothing. That's what they do.
Offer
They thrift.
the other one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't think no, just because like interest on the line?
And also, I just feel like I'm just girl, you know, like.
Okay. All right. That's fine. What about you?
Do you have any gay friends?
No.
Okay. All right,
Wise.
Jamaica?
I think a woman can be friends with a guy just because we benefit the most from it.
Eh,
But I don't think a man can be friends with a woman. Generally.
my bad. Ding, 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 ding.
Okay. So you all right. So you think that the woman could obviously
Pardon me,
agree
guys.
that,
Let me
yeah.
take that back. I want
no,
you
just
guys to hear
because,
that.
like,
I
interest
want
on
you
the
to
line.
hear her clearly.
And also,
I actually think
I
she
feel like
said
I'm just
something
girl, you know, like.
logical.
All right. That's fine. What about you?
Do you have any gay friends?
No.
Okay. All right. You, Miss Jamaica?
I think a woman can be friends with a guy just because we benefit the most from it, you know. But I don't think a man can be friends with a woman generally. He's just waiting on his chance.
Okay. So you all right. So you think it?
Fellas, did you hear that? A woman could be friends with a guy because they benefit the most from it. A man cannot be friends with a woman because he's waiting on his chance. You can't make this stuff up, fellas. It came out of the horse's mouth herself. All right? It came out of Miss Chocolate. You hear me? She's the one who said they could do it, but we can't. Isn't that a double standard? Oh my God, those things exist? Damn straight it does exist. Double motherfucking standard, man. And it's okay. Nothing in this world is truly equal, man. Men, like women, they will never ever admit this, but they yearn our validation. They want it so badly. You hear me? They want our validation, fellas. Now think of it like that, like you on some king shit. Hold your energy, guys. Stop chasing these girls that hey, let's go to the coffee shop. Let's go to Tim Hortons. The fuck up, bitch. What do I look like to you? You don't gotta say that, but kind of look at her crazy. That will explain it. Her look, the look you give her will verbalize. The fuck up, bitch. Stay in your lane. Go in the kitchen and make me a fucking chopped cheese, and then suck my dick after. And I'm sorry to get so aggressive, because I'm not like that. I'm a very polite guy. You heard? But someone got to put these girls back in their place, man. I've had one too many times a girl would ask me to out on some friendship shit, and this is as of lately, not in my dog days when I was just going around slaying anything in the field. You heard? Slaying the tall bitches, the short bitches, the thick, skinny. I was slaying them all, but now I chilled out. Like I gotta protect my energy. I gotta protect my energy. And it's like ever since I chilled out and I started to try to level up, be more spiritual, better person, women coming at me like, hey, we should do this. We should totally link up. No, chill. I'm Gucci. I'll go home, play my PS4, my Switch. I'm Gucci. Like, if you ain't throwing it back, if you ain't sucking the D, why are we chilling? Like, not to sit, like, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm on some fuck woman shit. I'm really not. I actually don't watch these guys. I watch these guys on some Jerry Springer shit. Like, because I already know this information. I watch it to more so if I have some food, I got some hot food waiting, I got some wine, let me throw it on, let me have some laughs. But I don't watch it, oh, let me see what they talk about today, let me get my notes out. I don't need this shit. You need the Most High, you need the Bible, that's what you need. You don't need this stuff, though. On some learning, the red pill shit, fuck the red pill. I don't do none of that. This is not going to be no gender wars. The woman is beautiful. She's very precious. She's intellectual in her own way. She in a feminine type way. She is intellectual. Her intuition is still very deadly. Some women intuition got some strong intuition when they are in their right mind and they're on the narrow path. But when they're open to the world, their intuition's as good as nothing. So as the fellas, brothers, we gotta bring stuff back in order by not something as simple as not going on these strange ventures with women, doing platonic relationships, going on trips with them and hoping that, no, brothers, trust me, you're doing her a favor by saying no, no thank you, I'm gonna just chill out tonight and I'll be reading my book, whatever it is that you got to do that. Stop giving women these false hopes of you're gonna be platonic, all guys need a platonic. No, we don't. The truth is we don't. There's a saying I've been coming across lately, sorry to get a little off topic. There's a saying I've been coming across lately where single women are happier. And that couldn't be more wrong. I truly believe single men are happier and they have more peace of mind. Pandemic Lou, what are you talking about? Like, there's a bunch of incels out here. There's a bunch of guys that are saying girls need to do this and girls need to stay in their plate. Chill. I know you got questions. Let Pandemic get in his bag. So what I mean by the single man is happier is women tend to, since they control the gates of sex per se, men control the gates of relationships and women control the gates of sexual intercourse. So even the quote unquote single women, they got a few guys. They got Brett around. They got Chad, down the street. They got Jerome uptown. They got Shaquan from the hood. If they want some of that hood stuff, you know what's going on. Like they got so, and however they're feeling each season, they're gonna be flowing with a different guy. For men that are single, it's usually not like that. Not that I'm complaining or yo, I need something each season, because I really don't give a fuck. But for men that are single, men could go like we could go months, years, just doing our own thing, building ourselves. And of course, we may have a one-off or whatever situation here and there, but we could really go a consecutive amount of time without being in a situationship. I find a lot of these women, they're in situationships where they're still around guys. They need that like that validation, that attention. Women love and crave attention. It's like candy to them. It's like a drug. I can't truly explain it. But women, the way kids love candy, women love attention and validation. So the single woman, no, she's not happier than the single man. And this is not to compare because men and women were built differently. Men, we are hunters, we're providers, we're protectors. So we are just naturally going to get in our bag when we're by ourselves. Some of you men need to be actually in isolation. Some of you men need to be in isolation for a season just to calm you down. Let this Holy Spirit start speaking to you. A lot of these women, they're rarely alone. They're rarely in isolation. They're rarely doing. And the thing is, I want a woman that's in isolation, that not on some depressed shit, but she's leveling herself up, getting to know her father, reading the scripture, stuff like that. She's someone that is low key. I actually don't want a female that is heading in and out of Canada or part. Well, I'm from Canada, but heading in and out of the country, heading in and out of the country, from Canada to so and so every day, like every other week. She's in Miami one week, Jamaica the next week, flipping San Andreas, and like just whatever. Like she's just all over, like those type of women. And there's nothing wrong with it. To keep it a buck, there's nothing wrong with people that want to travel. They want to they want their dollar to really mean a lot to them, to make a lot of memories. And there's nothing wrong with women that want to travel. It's just not for me. The women that are all over the place all the time and need to be laid up on a nice beach somewhere all the time. It's just not for me, because it kind of falls in line with you're seeking that validation, and God knows what takes place on these trips. Let's get back to it.
Okay.
What's it called? Like Goodwill.
Now I think about it, there's girls that like resell vintage clothing.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Offer
They
the
thrift.
other one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't think no, just because like interests don't align?
And also, I just feel like girl's girl, like.
Okay.
Pardon me, I think I may
What
have
about you?
took it back by accident.
Guy friends.
It's a boyfriend.
Yeah.
It's your boyfriend.
Yeah. But you don't have to fuck.
Yeah.
So it's like a big W. Yeah, it's literally you get all the attention that you want. You get the
The emotional support.
So
Yeah.
question, how many guy friends do you have?
0. No one wants to be my friend.
How many? Yeah, she's 31.
That's real.
the niggas. They're her friend for a little bit, and then she catches on to what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
All right. What about you? What's your opinions on guy best friends?
I couldn't agree more with her. Yes, I think it's she's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did she say then?
That we as girls we can be friends with guys, but the guy will always be waiting for his chance.
Okay.
So if you offer it, he will immediately go for it.
It happened to you?
No,
So how you know?
because
She heard about it.
because I've never given the option, but you can just tell that if given the option, he would take it and run with it.
Full send.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Ladies,
So
welcome back.
we had them
see the
prepared
ladies
by
here.
the ladies. So we're gonna have the girls call their friends.
Yeah.
One of them is on German time, so he might or might not pick up.
Yeah.
But we'll try. And then we will have Miss Upstate New York, aka Kingston, call her guy right now. I see you already told her what to say and everything else like that. So
And please, do not
Yes.
break character and laugh.
Yes.
If you're gonna laugh, just be like,
Okay,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
all this. I don't
Everyone
really
else
care
on
about
the panel,
their
please
friends
be
and.
quiet. She's gonna take the phone.
All right, brothers. I could have probably made this into 2 separate videos, but oh well. Grab yourself a snack if you haven't already. Pop open that wine bottle because we still got some stuff to discuss. Along with me believing platonic relationships are not fair. Pandemic, why do you keep saying not fair? What does that mean? Fair is something that is justified, pretty much. Is it just? And I don't find platonic. You can find a justified reason for a platonic relationship. Of course, there's exceptions. Yes, I know there's exceptions. Okay, let's get that out the way. There's exceptions. I'm not here for the fucking exceptions. I'm here just for the facts and what it is, pretty much. You know, the results, facts and results. Majority of people in platonic relationships are gonna get fucked over. It just is what it is. You heard? So man's just gotta be careful still. Like you can't play with this. This is you're playing with fire. You're playing with your heart. You know? But okay, so these women here are gonna discuss what they look for in a man. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, the whole platonic stuff up, is because in these modern times, you could arguably say women do not enjoy being women. I may have said that back at near the beginning of this blog, but I'm saying it again. Women do not enjoy being women. Us men, we have dropped the ball, and in many places, it's not just in the sexuality spectrum, but in many places the ball has been dropped. And women don't really, if you look around, women are just not really feminine these days. They're and that leads to they don't know what type of man they want. A man they would want is someone that understands and gets to know the Most High, or is getting to know the Most High, and follows the Holy Scripture, because there's order with the Most High. Everything is order. Most High is not the author of confusion or chaos. There's order with everything with him. So she will understand her proper place. The man will understand his proper place, and everything will be much more orderly. Cleanliness is next to godliness, as they say. So messiness, what do you think that's next to? All right, breathe on that. And a lot of this shit's very messy, you heard? Like, a lot of this shit's messy. It's confusing. Women are saying men are trash. Men don't understand them. Men don't look at us as humans. Like, it's just all this dumb, weird shit that's going on. But before I get too long-winded, let's see what these ladies got to say about what type of man they want.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough one. So yes,
none of that is inherent to the male experience. See, men and women are fundamentally inherently different. The things that rev your engine are not the same things that get guys up out of bed. You know, no one cares if a guy has this self-love, or he thinks that he's this greatest thing ever.
But the women do. Yes, the women
No,
do.
they don't. What women care about for men is that they can provide something, is that he's going places, and that he's able to gather resources, and that he can protect, provide, and offer eternity, like they have since the dawn of time.
So is your fundamental belief that the only way men can get women is if they have an exorbitant amount of money?
No, not at all.
100%, and then not at all.
No, it's not. No, that's not what he said. Not what I said.
So I'm trying. I guess I'm trying to understand.
There's lots of guys that get women that are fresh out of jail with face tattoos.
Women love criminals.
Right. They got nothing to show for.
Casey's laughing.
They don't have a place to stay at.
We've got women on before that they've dated felons.
About, like, that guy that got famous from his mugshot picture, and
yeah, he became a model.
Yeah, the guy with little tear tattoos, a handsome dude.
Yeah. No, I'm asking. So
whatever he was. Women were throwing themselves at that guy.
Is it your belief that the most important thing a man needs to have in order to get a woman is is success. Is that what
Well,
you're getting at?
Yeah, so back to the original question that I was asking 5-10 minutes ago, because I was saying, men are generally viewed as success objects as far as their worth.
Right.
What's a woman's worth to men? Because I heard the, knowing your worth and understanding your worth quite a few times there from all the gals, so I wanted to know what a woman's worth is. To men, specifically.
That can be very dependent, because I mean, there are the girls, like, if we think about it from their side, I know girls who, like Caroline, want the very emotionally stable man, and then I know the girls are just like, oh, just give me my bag every week, or, that kind of thing. So I guess it really is dependent on the man. Like, does he want a woman that's going to be more traditional and sit at the house, take care of the kids in the home, and or does he look for success in a woman who's going to get up and work and do all the things? Like,
but what does a woman bring to the table for guys? Like, what is a woman's worth to a guy?
Like, basic, like, just not without the expectations that men have put out into society. Like, what our body? Just, like, what is it?
I don't know, I'm asking the ladies, because, I heard, knowing my worth, so I'm wondering what it is you mean by your value.
Can I
Yep.
add something?
Yeah, love to hear it.
We're more than just our body. A lot of men fail to get to know who you are. Like, we have a soul, we're attractive, obviously. I mean, they are visual creatures, we are as well.
No, we're not really much more than our bodies. If you're not in shape, if you're not tall, if you're not good looking, if your hair looks crazy, your teeth looks crazy, people are gonna judge you. People are gonna judge that book by its motherfucking covers still. Like, so we're not that much more than just our body. The body you're looking at is a good indicator. It's a fairly decent start to indicate, is this someone I really want to fuck with? So she's already, she already kind of starting off on the wrong foot with me.
But we're more than just our body. Like, they don't want to really know, like, what drives you. And a lot of this, it's just this new breed of men. It's not just me and my experiences. It's a lot of women that I talk to. And women tell me, like, okay, well, why don't you go with the unattractive guy? Well, I need to be attractive. Like, there is a man right now that is strongly pursuing me. He's a great guy, really genuine, and we as women can feel that. But I don't imagine myself with this person, so it's that double-edged sword of, like, okay, so I need to be attractive, but all the really good-looking guys are also the men who aren't serious, and as a woman, you go on these dating apps, and they all are really good actors, and they tell you exactly what you want to hear because they just want to get in your pants. Right. And I think that's the goal of most men, and when they see that, they're not going to get what they want because they sweet talked you or because you didn't fall for their bullshit. They ghost you. And I think that's the biggest problem. Like, I look at my parents, and they met and they got engaged a month later, and they've been married for 40 years, and they've had their problems, but they've been together. And I bring that example up is because, like, I'm looking for that traditional love. And I look at them and I'm like, it's possible.
You want traditional love like your parents, though?
It's not like that, but...
You didn't really like the way your father sort of led the family?
Not that I didn't say that. I just said that I grew up in a household where a specific parent was, my ex-husband and a specific parent of mine were the same, but I didn't specify my dad.
Well, I was assuming it was
No, it's the other way around. But we're not going to get into that.
Running the relationship.
My mother is the more dominating one. Yeah, but in my family, my dad also didn't let my mom work because if a woman works, yes, she believes she has a say, you know. But that's besides the point. It's more of like we want equality, but we want that traditional, like, we're not just gonna break up over one stupid thing. We're not gonna go cheat because of X, Y, and Z. We're gonna work it out, and that's what I saw with my parents. That's what I'm looking for, of like that long-term type of relationship. It's like, and everybody I talk to says the same thing, and it's really sad. It's like, I'd rather, when I said I'm single but not desperate, this is why I said that, you know.
Yeah, but you can have everything you want with an ugly guy. This is the issue, though. This is the issue.
I
right?
don't think
like,
we've successfully answered his question yet. He's asking us if we are saying that we're, you know, so full of value, we know our self-worth, and like, what are we bringing to the table, or how are we? I'm saying that we can show up in these amazing ways. What are these amazing ways? You know, when you have a woman who is so
Okay, I'm not gonna get too caught up into it. I just kind of wanted to show you fellas the confusion that a lot of these women are going through. Bear with them, have grace with them. I'm not one of those guys that encourages bashing women and starting these whole red pill gender war type of situations, because my channel is my channel is in direction of truth, keeping things as narrow as possible, and cracking down on some janitor theories. So I'm not doing this to bash women still, because the channel is not going to be directed towards women. This is just something I needed to get out there, because I see too much nonsense going on out in the world with this subject. Mans is out here going on trips with these women, and these women ain't even thinking about you still. Like, they doing their own swag still. Like, they like you around because you make them look good. You make them look, you could, it's like a badge of honor for a girl to have a guy friend. It's literally like a fucking badge of honor. And men, do you have more worth than that, than being some bitch's badge of honor? Do you have more worth than that? Do you have more respect for yourself, brother? Now, obviously, if it's a situation where you guys both kind of don't know, she's not forcing you into the friendship box, you're not forcing her into you're just kind of, you guys both clearly have some type of attraction with each other, and you're just trying to work through it, then yeah, do what you got to do. But if you sense this is going the platonic route, get out and dodge. Get out. Don't waste your time, because it's only going to end up in someone's broken heart, and that's a waste of time and energy. You could be using your resources for something much more impactful and useful. These women out here, they love the validation. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. And I'm going to say it again. Can platonic relationships be fair? The answer is no. Just out here dropping some feedback on this subject. Man, stay tuned. We out here. Fish. Man, we in them times, man. We in them times. What I said. There's always hope. Don't feel helpless. I know we in the last days when nobody got respect and everybody so selfish. As long as you acknowledge the Most High, don't be surprised when you get blessed. Driving in my whip fast, I can confess. Swerving lanes, zooming by yellow lights. Is it stress? Need to work on my anger, stay away from danger. Used to love swerving lanes at night. I got this righteous fire in me. Clear visions, 20/20 sight. I'm here to turn up. I'm a Canuck, but mother lover, I ain't polite. I'm trying to make sure I'm all right. You still back to back on your party shit? Do you? I'ma do me. Just don't be starting shit. I like my privacy and a little space, while people so entitled. You're everyday narcissists. The earth is crying. A lot of these niggas lying. A lot of these ladies lost their mind. I'm just being genuine. In 2024, it's an insult for a lady to be feminine. In 2024, it's an insult for a dude to be masculine. Fuck out of here, man. What's wrong with these dudes, man? Stop playing with me. Pandemic Root Venture. What up? To my real dudes out here, what up? To the kings, let's get it. The time is coming near.